Good morning, everyone. It's 10 a.m., so we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to start off by thanking you all so much for being here today. My name is Stephanie Villarreal, and I am honored to be your Human Resources Director. And before we get started, I want to quickly begin with the agenda just to give you an idea of what we're going to cover today. We're going to start off with introducing the HR team. You'll get to know a little bit about what they focus on here at the ARC, and then also a little bit about what they do outside of work. Then we will discuss our departmental goals and some key accomplishments. We will continue by sharing some valuable insight on our employee culture and workforce, and we will detail our retention efforts, as well as highlighting some of the very wonderful benefits that you as residents offer for our employees. And we'll finish off the presentation with you looking at some feedback from our employees, and then we'll close off with questions you might have. So I'm going to start off with myself. I've been a part of the ARC family for 11 years now. I started with the ARC in 2014 as a temporary employee and worked my way up. I did become the HR generalist in 2015, interim director, and then from there I became the human resources director in 2019. I want to thank Mr. Fuller for his mentorship and his support and for trusting me with this very important role. I'm very blessed to be here. Throughout my tenure here at the ARC, I've received so many wonderful opportunities, not only to grow in my profession, but also to meet and work with some of the most amazing people. So it's truly an honor to be here. I am a first-generation college student. I earned my master's degree in business administration with a concentration in HR. And when I was going to school, I was debating whether to go with accounting or human resources because I really like numbers, I like spreadsheets, I like reports. But as I learned more about HR, I really learned that I have a passion for helping and supporting people, and that's exactly what I'm able to do in this role. So I'm very blessed that I can actually get the best of both worlds because I still get to do the reports and the spreadsheets with the turnover reports and compensation analysis and all that good stuff. So what I focus on here at the ARC, I focus on providing strategic leadership, direction, and oversight for all HR functions. I provide high quality and consistent HR services from our employees to our directors and leaders. I ensure compliance with federal and state employment laws and regulations, advise leadership on hiring, employee relations, performance management, and employment risk. And most of all, I'm here to foster a positive and productive work environment where employees feel they are respected and valued. I also wanted to touch on community engagement. It's another role I have here at the ARC. I do serve as co-executive sponsor along with the Director of Development, Anna Sweden. Anna. And our group works together to strengthen engagement both within the ARC and throughout the greater community, including promoting cultural and philanthropic growth. We really have a fantastic group of residents and coworkers that work really hard, and we have many very great initiatives, but I wanted to touch a little bit on our educational partnerships. We host CNA training and clinicals in partnership with Northeast ISD. This is actually our second year doing this, and it's been a great success. Here's a couple of pictures of the CNAs from last year, and we actually just started the second group this last Saturday, so we're excited to be partnering with them again. We support the dietitian internships through Army Baylor Master's Program in Nutrition and the UTSA Coordinated Program in Dietetics. We collaborate on capstone projects with the University of Incarnate Word. And in the spring, we'll have students from UT Health doing rotations here for the class of Foundation of Clinical Practice. So we'll have about 20 nursing students. I want to thank Colonel Hubner for her support and partnership with this initiative. We are very proud of all the progress this group has made and look forward to more continued success. Now a little bit about me on the personal side. Here's a couple of pictures of my family and loved ones. I was born in Phoenix, Arizona, but we moved here when I was about 3 years old. This is my beautiful family. From a young age, my parents instilled in us the importance of work ethic and respect for our jobs. So I think it's something that my siblings and I carry with on a daily basis. My older brother has been at his employer for 18 years, and like I mentioned, I've been here for 11 years. I don't think it's something that common in our generation, but it's something that we're very proud of. He's a regional business manager in the facilities management industry, and so I'm very proud of him. My little sister is in the Army Reserves. She's a sergeant, and she also works at Frost Bank handling international wires. So my parents are very proud of us. And then this is my husband, Hector, there in the middle. I think I have a pointer here. Well, you can figure out which one he is, right? Hector and I have been married for 9 years, but we started dating when I was only 18, so we're going on 16 years already. And I'm very grateful for my husband. He's been super supportive with my education and my career. We had a really long engagement, about 6 years, and that's because I told him I needed to get through school first. And so I told him my bachelor's, and then I ended up getting my master's as well. So about a 6-year engagement, but he's been very patient, so I'm very appreciative of that. He owns his own construction company, which I also support. And we don't have kids yet, but I do hope to be a mom one day. But these are babies for now. These are my dogs. I have two Cane Corsals, Red. He's 7 years old and about 135 pounds. And Dash, she's a 1-year-old and she's about 90 pounds. And then we also have horses. So here's a couple of pictures of my husband and I riding our horses, which is something that I really enjoy. When I'm not at work, I like to spend time with my family. I like to travel. I like to try new things. I like to stay active. So I do work out at 5 in the morning, which gets my day going and makes me feel good to come to work. But I'm just very blessed to be here. The ARC is a very important part of my life, and I'm honored to be able to serve you each day. I'm going to continue with a brief overview of Ashton McKennis. She's unfortunately out sick today, so she won't be joining us. But Ashton is an HR generalist. She's been with the ARC for 6 years. She has a bachelor's degree in business administration with a minor in human resources, and she was also part of the Air Force Reserves. Ashton focuses on recruitment and onboarding, workplace injuries, the wellness program to get employees active, employee relations, so she supports me with any employee issues, with unemployment claims. She coordinates the monthly all-staff meetings and then assists with the Kiwanis Scholarship every spring and fall semester. Oops, skipped ahead. Here's a couple of pictures of Ashton and her family. Ashton does have 2 beautiful kids. Anaya, she's 14, and Marcus is 11. When Ashton is not at work, she also enjoys traveling. She especially loves cruises. She wanted me to make sure to mention that. And next, I'm going to pass it along to Yahaira Padilla.
I'm a little nervous, so please bear with me. So I'm Yahaira Padilla. I'm the HR coordinator here at the ARC. I've been here for 2.5 years. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration with a concentration in human resource management. As the HR coordinator, my duties consist of all things related to benefits. I like to say I'm the one-stop shop for benefits. I assist our employees with questions, problems, or concerns about their insurance and HRA. I'm a huge advocate of the EAP program, which provides tools and resources to all of our active employees. When employees have financial needs that are due to an emergency or unavoidable crisis. I provide them information with the employee assistance funds, which many of you donate to. Thank you for that. In reference to our 403B, I'm the point of contact and assist with contributions, loans, and distributions. I'm also the point of contact assisting employees that may need an LOA or a FMLA. I explain to them the process and help them through. Many times it could be a really difficult process because of whatever medical condition that they may be having. I sometimes assist my boss, Stephanie, with assisting with other employee relations situations when Ashton isn't here. And I'm part of the committee that puts together, the employee recognition committee that puts together our semi-annual events and our monthly departmental events. I also form part of the team with Cindy from IT that is the cost saving committee, which is meant to help find ways to lower company costs within individual departments. A little bit about myself. I'm the second child of 3 daughters that my parents have. I'm Puerto Rican, even though I was born in Germany. My parents are both from Puerto Rico, and still to this day, it's the place I've lived the longest. Most importantly, something about myself is that I'm always very proud to say that I'm an Army brat. This is why the ARC, or why I say that the ARC embodies everything that I am. At a young age, I learned the importance of adaptability, sacrifice, and family. Adapting to new places and faces became an instinct. Calling family to those that are not blood happened more often than the actual speaking to an uncle or a cousin. Knowing and understanding the sacrifices my dad made every day for 20 years is humbling. I know what it's like to have my dad in the field for weeks on end. I still remember the excitement I'd get when I got to sleep with my mom because I got to use his pillow. But it was only because he was gone for months. That quiet girl at a new school, some people may not believe it, but yes, that was me. Sometimes feeling that I never belonged because sometimes we were never somewhere for too long. That was also me. Yes, I graduated from that school on post. And yes, I made those sandwiches at Robin Hood on base. I was 22. At the age of 22, I had already lost a friend at war. And I knew then that I wanted to make a difference. So I volunteered and I deployed as a civilian with the local PXBX. Because I too wanted to go where you went and serve those who serve. And although I haven't met most of you, I respect you all for all of the sacrifices that you guys have all made. I am very passionate about being here at the ARC. And in so many ways, the reason for this is because of all of you. Each of you represent a part of me and my life and everything I've ever known. Oh, wait, I don't know. Family is everything to me. So when I'm not with my ARC family, I spend my free time with my kids, my sister that lives here, my parents who have lived here since June, and they live in New Braunfels, or friends that have become family. My kids are over here, my son and my daughter. My daughter is 17 years old and a senior in high school. She'll be going to college to study health science in the fall of next year. And my son's 12 and in 7th grade. He says he wants to be an animator. I'm not too sure how I feel about that just yet. At the corners, those are my parents. My dad, after serving in the Army for 21 years, he's worked for the Department of Justice for 26. And at the age of 70, retired. So now they live here. Yay. And over here, there's my sister that we used to live together, but lives here in San Antonio. And then in the corner is the only picture where my older sister shows up. That's the 3 of us. I have tons of pictures that I wanted to share, but I had to limit it. But now I'll give it to Ruth.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ruth Segovia. I'm the Human Resources Clerk. I've been employed here for 11 years. I started as a temp back in December of 2014. I have over 17 years of customer service experience. I have a high school diploma only. Excuse me. All of my human resources experience has been hands-on training. I credit great past employees who hired me with no HR background. And you have to excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I get very heartfelt. I love my director, Stephanie Villarreal. I owe her a lot of credit due to the fact that she has allowed me to inquire and gain all the knowledge that I have. So I am grateful and blessed and very proud to work alongside this beautiful young lady. Because of her is what the experience that I have as of today. So as a human resources clerk, I manage and protect all personnel files and Paycor profiles. I track and document all employee files and profiles, such as onboarding documents, evaluations, new and existing job descriptions, and kudos letters. I also assist with other administrative duties, such as pulling a weekly employee report, so that way we can have a count of our lovely employees here. I prepare onboarding packets. I update personal information of all employees when requested. The most important duty of administrative is giving all the hugs to employees and anyone who needs that extra TLC. So on a personal basis, from left to right, my dad was a welder, and my mom was a great cafeteria lady. I was born here in San Antonio, Texas. I'm a mom of 2 boys. So my older son is George, and he's an EMT. He has been for 2 years. And then I have my younger son, Pablo, who is enrolled right now in being an electrician, so he's going to electrician school. I am the oldest of 4 siblings. I do have 2 brothers and 1 sister. I was a band mom for 4 years with Breckenridge and 3 years for Highlands High School, which where my younger son graduated from. I have 2 nephews. So my first nephew is Daniel, and he is currently in the Navy. He is a search and rescue corpsman. His rank is an E4, and he's been enlisted for 8 years. So I'm very proud of this little gentleman here, which I'm very excited and happy that he'll be home for the holidays. So I get to see him on Friday. My second nephew is Juan, and he is a picker manager for Walmart. I'm very proud of this young man as well, too. He's come a long way. He is looking into going to college, hopefully next year. I'm very proud of my boys and my nephews. Unfortunately, my parents are no longer here, but I was very, very proud of them. I believe that they raised us all well. With that being said, I will hand this over to Ms. Stephanie Villarreal.
I'm going to bother y'all for one more round of applause for my team. I am so thankful to have them. They are a blessing to work with. If I can describe them in 3 words, I would say they're compassionate, they're responsive, and they're very dedicated. So I'm very fortunate to work with them. Okay, we will continue. Let's see. So I think it's really important, and I hope with what we're sharing, you can see that we truly care about each of our employees. We want them to be happy, and we want them to be successful here. And we have a lot of responsibility for that. So we do cover the full cycle of employment. So here it goes into it into detail, but basically from the day we start recruiting to onboarding, helping them through benefits, helping them with any issues they're having, helping them with resources, all the way till they're ready for retirement. So we help them every step of the way. So I wanted to touch on some key goals that we have in the HR department. We focus on recruiting, hiring, and training skilled and dedicated employees to provide the highest quality services to our residents. We ensure that every employee feels valued, supported, and equipped to deliver the best care possible. We continually evaluate compensation, benefits, and policies to retain top-performing employees. And we provide stability and consistency in the services we deliver to you each day. I also wanted to touch on some key accomplishments. I think one of the biggest ones I would say is that we've gained employee and leadership trust. I feel that employees feel comfortable coming to us if they have a problem. They feel comfortable coming to us if they need a resource. The other day I was walking with a coworker down the healthcare hallway, and some employees were coming to hug me, and she mentioned, "This is the first place I work at where employees are actually happy to see HR." So I count that as a success. And then also, I feel like our leadership team respects us as a department and helps them help them when they need our assistance. So I want to take a second. If our leadership team can stand up, I want to thank them for all their support and help. We've also worked hard to maintain our employee turnover under 40%, which you may say, oh, that's a little bit of a high number, right? But not for our industry, where other facilities are seeing anywhere from 60 to 70%. And it's something that we're very proud of, because I think it shows that we're working hard to retain our employees and to keep them happy. A lot of facilities like ours also use agency, which is something that we do not use at all. So I definitely think that's another success story. Let's see, a vacancy rate. So with that, we've also been able to maintain our vacancy rate under 10%. So that means total open positions have remained under 10%. We recently switched over to a new human resources system, and it's allowed my department and I to work a lot more efficiently. It's provided tools to our employees that they didn't have before. Now they're able to download an app, look at their timesheet, see if something's missing, look at their benefits. And then a really cool feature that it has, I don't know if you can see it from this picture, it might be too small, but there's also an engagement feature where they can recognize each other. So like I recently recognized Wanda Hill because we had a resident that was choking, and she stepped in and provided Heimlich maneuver, and she saved our resident. So we celebrated her here, and as you can see, the employees can like it, they can comment, so I think it's a really cool tool to have. We've also achieved platinum awards for our wellness efforts. This was given to us by the San Antonio Business Group of Health, and as you can see, we've received it for the last 3 years. So I hope that that it shows you that we're really committed also to our employee health. So a little bit about our art culture. We do consider us to be centered around service. So service to you. We're always striving to provide exceptional care, and we ensure that employees go above and beyond to make sure that you're happy and satisfied. But we also consider ourselves to be family oriented. So we care for each other like extended family. Our employee motto is caring for others the way I would like others to care for myself or for my loved ones. So I think it's a really simple way to put it, and our employees really understand that and follow it. So we follow it with you all, treating you like family, but I also follow it like in my department and with coworkers. So the way I would like for someone to treat my mom at her place of work, that's how I treat our employees. If we're having a difficult conversation, like disciplinary action or even termination, I try to handle that with respect and as compassionate as I can, because that's how I would like my family to be treated as well. So it's something that we all follow. And we also consider ourselves to be a very welcoming and warm environment, a place where everyone feels valued and respected. Okay, so a little bit more about our workforce. Our average employee count is 380. That consists of full-time, part-time, and pool employees. Most of our employees are full-time. We have about 335 full-time employees, about 25 to 30 part-time, and the rest are pool. Pool employees work in our healthcare area, and they're scheduled just as needed. Our largest departments are healthcare and dining services, with about 100 employees each, followed by our housekeeping department with about 75 employees. Our average employee tenure is 6 years. If we exclude the first year, it goes up to 8 years. It's very common that employees leave within the first year, not just in this facility, but everywhere in the workforce. But it's something that we continue to work at, and we are hoping to get that number a little higher. And then we have a lot of longevity amongst our staff. I'm sure you all have seen we have many employees that have worked here 10, 15 plus years. And I wanted to include a picture of Sam here because she's our longest tenured employee. She's been here for 38 years, and she actually started when the ARC opened. So how cool is that, right? We're also a very diverse workforce, which I think makes our organization very special. So we are represented by 17 different countries. Our primary languages amongst our staff are English, Spanish, Tagalog, and Thai. So I wanted to share a little bit about our retention efforts. So we conduct annual surveys and reviews of wage comparisons because we want to stay as competitive as possible. I will let you know, we are a nonprofit. We can't always compare to hospitals or other organizations that can offer really great wages. But what we do is we work also really hard to provide a great benefit packages that hopefully will help us out with the full compensation. We offer medical, dental, vision, life, and then some other unique benefits like discounted pet insurance and discounted gym memberships. So we work really hard to offer the best packages to our employees. We also provide ongoing support and training opportunities for our employees. So we try really hard to grow from within. One of these opportunities is our internal CNA class that our Assistant Director of Nursing conducts on a yearly basis. And we have many employees that are in the healthcare area but maybe are not certified, or in other areas such as housekeeping and dining services that participate. Here's a picture of one of the graduations. And then we also try to, as much as we can, to promote from within. In 2024, we actually had 24 internal promotions, and this year so far, we're up to 23. So I think that shows you also that we really work hard to promote our employees and continue to develop them. And then we work really hard with our wellness initiatives as well. Like I mentioned, we've received several awards for this, but we'd like to encourage our employees to stay healthy and to stay active. So some of the events that we have throughout the year are an annual 3K walk. So here's a picture you can see a lot of employees participate, and we really make it a really fun event. We have stretching classes that Carrie, our wellness coordinator, conducts for us. And we also have biometric screenings, which is one of my favorites because it's actually a quick little checkup that employees can do here on site. We have a nurse practitioner, nurse that comes on site, they take the blood, they take the measurements, and then they have a follow-up call with the nurse practitioner, and they get their results, which I think is very neat because unfortunately our employees don't always make time to go to the doctors, and although we encourage it, it doesn't always happen. So this is our way to help them with that and make sure that they stay active and healthy. We also have many employee events that we have throughout the year. One of them is our monthly all staff in services. These help bring our coworkers together. We do have a required topic that we cover, such as workplace violence, fire safety, infection control, dementia. And then we also try to provide classes that are helpful for them in their personal life, such as financial literacy or stress management. And it's a really nice event because we get all together here. We actually just had one yesterday, and we share a lot of positive things, good things that are happening here in the ARC, but also successes that might be happening out of the ARC, such as getting married or getting a citizenship, graduating. So it's a really nice event that we have on a monthly basis. We also have employee recognition events. Yahaira mentioned these a little bit. We have a wonderful committee that prepares for these, and we try to make it really fun. This is Kathy. She actually met her 35-year anniversary, and we celebrated her in June. So we have games, we have raffles, we have a photo booth, and the employees really like it. But for the employees that are receiving an award, they get a certificate, a little check, and a pin based on the amount of years that they've been here at the ARC. Like I said, we try to make it fun. So here's the one we had in December. We did 1950s old Hollywood. So I thought it's a cool picture of the committee. Then I wanted to share this one because in December we did celebrate Miss Elida for reaching her 35-year anniversary, and it was just, I ran into the picture and I had to include it in here. She looked so happy, and she was going down the red carpet, and Miss Elida was a great mentor, a great friend, and I miss her every day, so I wanted to make sure to include her in here somewhere. We have other events that we celebrate throughout the year. We do celebrate we celebrate Department Appreciation Days. So we understand that each department plays an important role in the ARC's success and making sure that you're happy. So we celebrate them for those contributions. We just celebrated our dining services department a few weeks ago. So there's a little picture of them. We had a little lunch for them and some gifts, and they were really happy. We also celebrate National Employee Appreciation Day, which is March the 3rd, and we try to make it fun with massage chairs and just a fun day. And here's some pictures of some other events that we do throughout the year, like the Cowboy Breakfast and Fiesta Lunch. I wanted to touch on resident-sponsored and supported benefits. I am very grateful for the level of support that you give us and our employees. It truly means so much for us, and I just wanted to touch on these. The Smith Funds, as many of you know, since we don't allow tips, this is a way for you all to express your gratitude for our employees. These checks are distributed based on hours worked, and we are very, very thankful for the incredible donations. Last year, the total collected was $556,000, and the average check was $1,378. And it makes such a huge impact for our employees during the holidays. I want to thank Mrs. Magruder for all her support with this program. We are very grateful. And if you're interested in giving, please get with Anna. We have till the 23rd, and we will have the distribution December the 5th. It's a very happy and special moment, so hopefully you all can join us there. I'm sure arrangements can be made with Mrs. Magruder. But here's a couple of pictures. It's just a beautiful day, and employees are super happy, so it's something that we're really looking forward to. Another fantastic benefit that supports our employees and their dependents is the Kiwanis Scholarship. It's offered twice a year. We had 50 recipients this year, which is amazing. and it's helped many of our employees, to include myself. So I'm very grateful for this benefit as well. The tax preparation, I think it's a unique benefit that we offer, and our employees really appreciate that assistance. And then you all support the Employee Assistance Fund with, like Yahaira mentioned, this provides our employees assistance when they're going through unforeseen issues, a catastrophic event, maybe a house fire or extreme medical issues. We do have a great process in place. There's an application submitted, a committee reviews it, and then we're very proud to say that if an employee is approved, we issue that check within 48 hours. So I want to thank Yahaira. She does an excellent job at helping me with that. And then there's so many other benefits that you all help us with that our employees enjoy, like estate sales and traveling treasures, which I'm also grateful for. I think these programs really show how deeply you care for our staff, which means so much to me as the HR director, so thank you so much. And I just want to finish off with sharing how some of our employees feel. I pulled some of these comments from the We Care surveys that we conduct, and I'm just going to read through a couple of these. The residents are amazing people, very generous, kind, and respectful. They motivate me to do my best every shift. The benefits at the ARC are unique in the best way possible. I've never had a workplace access to an app like Vitality, a free table, estate sales, an on-site gym, regular meals, bonuses, regular cater meetings, and resident-sponsored scholarship. It's really cool, and I'm very grateful. This company makes the employees feel like they're coming to their second home. Everyone I have met, staff, residents, have been kind. I have the pleasure of saying thank you and look forward to working with the ARC. My supervisors have been supportive, patient, and kind. I felt to have blended in right away with a nice group of people, good team members. The residents are a wonderful group of people whom have made me welcome and more inspired to attend work. So these make me very happy. And I hope they do you as well. And then I wanted to share a short clip. Hopefully I can get it to play. Okay. Erin
Hi, my
was
name's
here to
Ariana
save me
Guzmán.
just in
I
case.
work in dining services. I've been here
Did you put it up there?
on and off since I turned 17, almost 18. Me personally, what I love most about working here has to be our residents. They are so amazing, super sweet, and they've given me a lot of advice being a young adult myself. Personally, working here has helped me. I'm currently in school, so talking to the residents, I've met a lot of residents that they're like, oh, I was a nurse as well, or I did this, and they give me so much advice about how I should go about it. And on top of being in school, we have a scholarship here, and if you worked here for this amount of time, they're so influential, honestly. It's a wonderful place to work here. What makes this place a lot more special is that they're very family oriented. Along with the residents themselves making me feel welcome, I have some of the best co-workers ever, and they make me feel very welcomed.
Hello, I'm Natalie, and I've been working at ARC for at least 5 months to my knowledge, and I work in the pastry department. What I love most about working at the ARC is you get treated very well. Of all the jobs I ever had, I've never been treated so well. This is actually the first job where I have real benefits. Personally, I live very close by, so that's great. But I just love the fact that there are real benefits and I am taken care of at this job. Well, the difference with this job is you absolutely get to work with people, particularly the elderly. It helped me grow in the fact that I get tested on how I must treat people, even though that's common sense when you're working in any industry. But I know how to be more gentle, more sensitive, and definitely more careful in how I prepare my foods. And to me, that is breakthrough wherever, no matter where you work. To reiterate, of all the jobs I ever worked at, this place, the ARC gives me a lot of benefits. And I can't express more of how much they actually care about me, because I have needs outside of my job, and I can talk to HR and they actually listen to me, and all my problems have been solved. The very little problems that I've had here. So it is the word I can use is just beneficial. It's very beneficial.
My name is Lisa Baker. I work at Lakeside Landing as a dietary aide, and I've been working here for about a month. Yes, I love working here because I started off at training, and it was teamwork right at the beginning, and it still continues. I'm learning so much, and I'm confident that I can do the work. Yes, this job made a difference because I get to help important people who were heroes and still consider themselves as such. And it helped me grow because it's something different that I have not done before. But I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm loving what I do. Yes, previously my work was office clerk, administrative assistant, where I was sitting at the desk shuffling papers. Here I'm doing hands-on activity that is very interesting, and hopefully I be here a long time.
Hello, my name is David Moss. I've worked here at the ARC for about a little over a year, and I work for maintenance department. What I love most about working here is working with retired military people and just hearing them share their stories about where they grew up, all the places they've been around the world, and of course helping them in need. The ARC has helped me grow tremendously, working with different guys in the maintenance department, them sharing how they fix things, how they know knowledge about different boilers, chiller systems, and stuff like that. So it's helped me to grow, to gain more knowledge, and to better fix the community. What makes this place more special than any of the other places I've worked is the employee appreciation. They really do care about their employees, just like tomorrow we're having massage chairs coming in, and we got food trucks coming in for free food and a free massage. Just a little of some of the things they do for the employees here.
Hello, my name is Jasenia Martinez. I've been working at the ARC for almost 5 years. I work on Lakeside Assisted Living. What I love most about working here is all my residents and interacting with them and learning their amazing, beautiful lives and everything they've overcame and what services they've worked for and all their adventures they've developed and the people they've met and all the fantastic things they've been through. Being able to be here for them, help them out every day, it's awesome. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. This job has made a really big difference for me because they've helped me in so many different ways. There's many programs here that they offer to help us get back on our feet and help us in our everyday life. They have many programs that will help contribute if you're in need. HR has been amazing in helping me with my issues and health-wise. This job has literally helped me grow and get the help I need to be the person I am today, to be able to get my jobs done on an everyday basis. I'm so beyond thankful because without their help and their guidance, it would be very difficult for me to do everything that I've been able to do and be able to grow. What makes it special working here at the ARC is that everybody here really does have a heart. They genuinely care about you, residents, employees, not like any other job I've worked at. They're here to provide for us, care for us, and they genuinely care.
Thank you so much. I think we have a fantastic group of employees, and we really try our best as a department to take care of them because we feel that when they're taken care of, they're happy and they provide the best services to you. So I want to thank you for making this community special, and I am going to open it up for any questions or nice comments you all might have. We got one over there.
Yes, thank you for a very informative and knowledgeable presentation about what goes on behind the scenes to make this work. Question is kind of a two-pronged one. When you do your exit interviews of the employees that are leaving, is there a specific reason, or I'm having a baby, I'm getting married, I've got a better job, it's too far to drive here, or is it something we as residents can do to reduce the exit of people or increase the retention rate, I might say?
I appreciate that question. So what we hear is a lot of our employees sometimes see the ARC as a stepping stone. So like if they start in our dining services department, although we do provide a lot of opportunities for growth, a lot of them are getting their education and they have another career path. So our most common is another job, but I wouldn't say it's because we're not a good place to work or anything like that, but it's just because they're seeking other opportunities. We do have some employees that leave because of the money, because they have higher rates in other facilities. But I'll tell you, we have a lot of rehires. A lot of employees come back because they realize that money isn't everything, and we're a really special community with great benefits, great people. So we do have a lot of employees that come back. I hope that answers your question. Yes.
How do we hire anymore? It's a long time since people looked at the help wanted pages in the newspapers. Like we've got 2 department heads you're looking for. Do we use this headhunter system out there in the economy?
So what we do right now for recruitment is we do it through our HR payroll system. So we post it through there and it shoots it out to many, many different job boards to include our website. If we are not getting the candidates we need, we do focus on other pages that are more within the line of that position. But we're doing really good, I would say, right now with recruitment, where we found some good candidates for those 2 roles, so we're really happy about that. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, Stephanie, and to your team members for their presentation. I know it's hard to stand up behind a podium, but I thought they did a tremendous job. Really did. And it's quite obvious that you've got built trust within the team, and HR business is hard because you're the first face that a potential employee sees. So you kind of got to get it right from the start.
Yes.
So my compliments. Hey, talk to us about onboarding contractors. Tell me about onboarding Morrison contractors, onboarding Cleanscape. What do you all do to ensure those that interact with residents work within the culture?
Okay, well it's a little bit outside of my scope with the contractors. We do have the leadership team that supports with making those decisions on who we contract in. But it is very important that whoever does come is the right company for this organization. So I know it takes some time to make sure that we bring in the right people. I know I'm not exactly answering your question.
No, you're not
but
answering my question
yeah.
because I've been impressed with Cleanscape. Somebody in their management understands the ARC, so maybe Steve could answer that. I'm just curious, how do you onboard contractors so that they work within the culture?
Sir, do you want to get that question?
Yeah, we just have policies and procedures for contractors, and we share that with them. They have to abide by the ARC rules and, do background checks on their employees, and we give them the standards that we expect them to uphold. And, Morrison CCL, they have their own process that's very rigid for the management part of Compass employees, and the line staff are ARC employees, so they meet all of our expectations. And we meet with Cleanscapes periodically if there are any issues. They have a really solid group, and the other contractors, Tabitha works with a lot of them through our design studio, but same kind of thing, holds them accountable, shares our standards of conduct, and routinely calls them if there's issues, sometimes parking or speeding, and we reel them in. And sometimes we've given contractors, hey, this is your second warning, and the next one you get, you're not going to be allowed to drive on campus. And so we just got through doing one of those. So I think we have a pretty good process around that.
I didn't know whether it fell under her.
No, it's typically the department directors that are engaging them. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yes, thank you. I was like, I don't really deal with that. Any other questions? Can take.
We mentioned about the recruiting, but their Paycor system, it automatically populates ZipRecruiter, you know, some of the big Indeed, some of those big job boards, and I guess Major Kenton left. But anyway, sometimes when you hire someone, you're recruiting them, they have to give a 30-day notice, so it's not immediate, it takes time. We take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month to find the right person, then they give a notice, and it takes 30 days to get them on board. But those two positions, we have found the right candidates, and they'll be starting pretty soon. Hope that helps with context.
Thank you.
Anna, I just want to double check. The day before Thanksgiving is the last day to contribute to the Smith Fund, correct? Okay, so that means there's 1 week and 1 day. If you haven't contributed, there's still time. Please, please contribute to the Smith Fund and give a very joyous Christmas to our employees. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Could Steve comment on the progress being made about the Director of Healthcare and Housekeeping?
Yeah, so we have made offers and look forward to having 2 new team members here very soon. We expect them both to start early on in December. Thank you.
To go back to the contract employees, Steve, I think one thing I have noticed, I've been impressed with most of them. I know it's not your area. However, it would certainly help, I think, residents if they had some sort of identification. They do not have a lanyard with, let's say, what company they work for and a name. And as aging residents, I think we'd like to know who's walking around campus, if they're official or if they're not official. I've noticed a lot allergies. I notice a lot do not have any identification, not even a T-shirt, to know what company they work for. That's just a suggestion, but I've noticed it more and more.
It's a great suggestion. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, there you are.
Any other questions? One more.
Thank you, Stephanie, for your excellent presentation. Just one question. I noticed there's wonderful information, but what kind of training takes place? I know that's not your job totally when they go out to the different departments, but could you give us a little information on what training takes place and how that's done and how you evaluate whether things are being run efficiently in each department?
Yeah, so when we do hire an employee, they go through the onboarding phase with us. So we cover all policies and rules here for the ARC. And then we do have a new employee orientation where we go a little bit more into detail about our facility, our history, our culture. And then we really pass the baton along to the different departments, and they do the specific training based on the position. The trainings are reviewed, so I can tell you, like the housekeeping department, they have a 1-week training where the new housekeeper really tags along, and it's really hands-on training, showing them exactly what they need to do. In the dining services department, it's a little bit more detailed. There's more areas to cover. So we have a training package like this big that each employee gets. But I think each department does a fantastic job at training their employees for their specific roles. Thank you. Any other questions? I think we covered it all. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
I don't want to get in trouble for taking it.